Okay, just helping the guys out.
Wait. Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. If this is your first time here, I am the big fella that is the Scruffy Trader. I'm just going to flick the screen on so you can see it. This video is really just backing up something I did earlier. Now, I've already got into market, and it's something that I've shown the Scruffy Squad already. And if you're interested, there is details below. It's a very, very simple trade. I'm just looking for 10 pips, which it may come into. It is staged ready. And the idea of this is very, very simple. Now, the guys that are in the squad, they may chip in and sort of say about this. There is how to read that there. And it comes from, and I was doing it yesterday as well, funny enough, as you go through these, there is loads. I do a breakdown regular of markets I'm looking at and markets I'm about to trade. And I say about to trade because when I put them in the squad, it is before I press the button. So they can see it in real time and they know what it is I'm about to look at. If they miss it and they're looking at it themselves, they can work on bias sheets like this, where you can see the products that I'm looking at, whether I'm finished, complete, and these sort of go in at all sorts of different times. As you can see, it tells them whether it's risky, whatever. All right, it's all there for them. And what I was looking for is this one. There it is. So Yanis, at 9:30, it's now sort of just off 10:30. Was looking at euro dollar, you know, and he's put his little pieces in and one thing and another, and he's correcting what he's looking at and one thing and another. I like to help by sticking my 2 pence in, which is what this is. But if I do open my mouth, I also like to back it up. It's all well and good saying this, that, and t'other, unless you can prove it. And I like to prove it, you know. I guess that's what kind of sets me apart from some of the others that are out there on YouTube. Whether it's just a girl going, you know, who's absolutely fucking useless and can't teach you a damn thing. Or it's a moron saying, look at my flash car that they've just getting out of Hertz rental.
I know. This is messed up. These guys, what's this one do? They're fucking idiots.
Again, teaches you nothing. If you want to trade in the moment, real time. There is no magic pills out there, guys. It's just common sense, correct sort of strategy in your targeting. And I do say targeting rather than strategy to your targeting. Let me explain that a little bit. I will be doing a coffee with Scruff on this. I get pulled all the time about my targets. And the ones who pull me are always those who do not make any money.
Bring on the dancing girls. Get rid of this idiot. Fuck you. Off.
They don't make a buying thing. Because they're under the narrative of, oh no, you've got to just have a tight stop and your target has to be massive.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
What a load of cod bollocks. What you're doing is you're setting yourself up for a fall every time. If a market can only do a wave of 20 to 30 pips, that's your target, not 100, because it's not going to do it. You know, if a market moves up 20, 30 pips and then comes back 25 pips, do you really want to see 30 pips in profit and then it come back down to 5 pips in profit for it to move back to 40 pips? It's stupid. It's a stupid way of trading. you know. And I can say that because I've done this 15 years and I make a living from it. The ones who crow about, oh, this tight stop and this huge target, well, one, they're not trading, they're investing, because that's what an investing mentality is. That's swing trading, looking for a move over multiple days to multiple weeks. When you're day trading, it's a different kettle of fish. And if you think you can time the market to within 5 pips, you're a better trader than I am. I'd like to think I know what I'm doing. So what we're looking at here, I've had a royal few days, to be honest, and I was almost on the brink of giving up yesterday because I was just sick to death of dickheads, you know, and they're all the same type and they've all got the similar sort of names. You know, you look on their sort of profile page and it's never sort of John Williams or Muhammad or whatever, like a normal sort of name. It's always like arrogant bastard, you know, I'm super cock, or all this. They've all got the same sort of username, and as soon as you see it, you just think,
Yes, Bull. Shut your hole!
in fact, the best one I ever had, it was called, his username, I'll dig it out, actually, I'll dig it in the comments, but it's arrogant bastard, and he was such a sod. Now, I can be arrogant, and that comes from experience and that I'm pretty good at what I do, so I can have some form of arrogance about me against other people. But I would never be arrogant in a sense that I will purposely insult or hurt somebody. Hope that makes sense. I'm just arrogant in the sense I'm confident in what I'm doing. When I see somebody with a name like that, or like Pussy Lips or whatever, you just think, Jesus Christ, what planet do you live on, you dick? Oh, I'm having one today. I haven't had a rant for ages. I haven't had a real rant for a long time. Because I've had quite a peaceful life, really, you know. Get free and be able to travel again, and me and Winky are stronger now than we've ever been in our lives because life is good, you know. And then you get a bloody prick who can bloody spoil it.
Who'd be stupid enough to do that?
Justify, stupid.
Say, right, let me do this. I'm gonna have a coffee and simmer down. Oh, I really nearly got on one, and I would point some fingers as well, and definitely point some fingers at some of the other YouTube channels that are kicking it into me. Why? Because I'm pointing fingers at them, not directly, but I'm sort of saying what you're doing, shit, and you're conning people. Stop it. And apparently they don't like it, so fuck them. Right, anyway, let me do this. I better tell you what I'm doing first, better I? Sorry, it's not what you're here for. You're not here to see the big fella having a kick-off. Well, you might actually, because sometimes it's good to get it off your chest and listen to a good old rant. Right, rant over, almost. But all I'll say is, if you're failing, stick in common sense. If you're looking for a magic pill, give it up. If you're one of these so-called educators that kick it into me, you can fuck off, because I'll trade against you any day, any chart, any time frame, and I'll beat you. Now there's arrogance for you. You dickheads. Right, sorry. Right, off we go. Look at your hourly chart, guys. Look at your hourly chart. And believe it or not, whatever product you're looking at, the hourly will tell you a story, and it'll tell you the story of what it wants to achieve. All right. Now for me, well, let's just say I've had a good day or a good couple of days already. All right. And if you look at the videos, you'll see all these are documented. And if you're in the squad, you'll see all of that before I even did it. All right. What is this telling you? What can we see here? Well, we're looking at the here and now, and we're looking at a time frame that is slow enough that it can sort of show you sort of a decent amount of data, but it's fast enough to show you the data today. All right. So as we're looking across this spectrum, we can see a low point here and a high point here. All right. And it has failed. So it's really trading. Let me just highlight this a little bit. So there's your high point. And your low point is there. Now, if you scratch your head and wonder why I've put it on that, it's the first candle of the move. So if you see a move coming down and then a move going up, that is the ignition candle. You could even say it's that one, but I would roughly say it's this one here. So it's the candle of the move. So if it's going up, first green one. It's going down, first red one. So it's locked. Just solid them up just so that I can highlight this. There it is there. So that's giving you a trading arena here. All right. Now within it, you can have a pivot point. Now the pivot point is the middle, which is this one here. So if I measure this up, let's get a measuring tool to there. As you can see, the arrow of the middle of that measuring tool is this dotted line. All right. So what is happening at this moment in time? Well, if I know that's the pivot point of the major move and it's pushed up, it's come down through the pivot and you see it's bounced, it's gone down, it's failed to get to here, it's tried to push back up, but it's been held back by this solid support and resistance line, which also coincides with a trigger point line that I've put in, but it failed to get there. It held it back. So it's come back down to where the pivots are, which is here. Now it's slammed away, it pushed up, it's failed, it's slammed away, so it's holding below this point, telling me the pressure is down. Now what's in its way? Well, it's a solid support and resistance, you know, an area of attraction, an area of interest. So I'm targeting this area because I know it can bounce the price. And why do I know it can bounce the price? Because it's already done it. You know, echo of the past, vision of the future. And look what happened here. It tested, went down, bang on this level. Now these are mathematical levels. They're not willy-nilly. And it's to the pip. Boom. Goes up to the next one. Stalls to the pip. There. Stalls. Stalls. Can't get there. Comes back and stalls back at these blue lines. Makes them interesting. So that's what I'm doing. It's holding below there, pushing down. Overall narrative, we come out to the 4 hour and we look at this on a bigger picture. We have another super drive, which it's failing, and we know that these collapse. So if it's coming to the midpoint of this, again, it's in the way. Simple stuff, guys. Simple stuff. And that's what I'm working on. So what I've done is I put some orders in to get onto this level and some extra orders for it to pick up and get some extra profit. So if it bounces up, picks the orders up, rolls over, comes back there, good. 50 quid onwards, I'm more than happy. So that's what I'm doing. It's what I'm looking at. And we'll just see how it plays out. Because as you can see, it's just tootling around. Just want it to slam down to there. Ideally, I would like it to pick that order up and that order up. If it busts through there, I'll put another order here and possibly another one up there to come back down here. But these orders are really damage control and they get you out of trouble rather than be profit makers. Whereas this lot down here are profit makers. Catch you in a bit, guys. Okay, guys, it's coming up 10 to 12. I have a teaching session at 12 o'clock, so I've got to come off the camera. But as you can see, it's kind of doing what I wanted. Cheers. Kind of doing what I wanted. It's gone to the levels that I marked in. Boom, boom. And now I'm just going to let it recede. Simple stuff. So I'll come back to you when I'm done. It'll only be a couple of hours and we'll see how it gets on.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Had a good afternoon, so thank you, Jamie. A little salute to you, my friend. Let's see what's going on. Nothing. Well, there's nothing on the charts, so what's happened? Well. Bang on. Live with that. So, for all, I was having a bit of a rant and one thing earlier on. Stick to your guns and the profits are there. What's all this got to do with slice of bread? Well, it's really about planning what you think is going to happen and then standing by your conviction. If you're wrong, you're wrong. But if you're right, you get rewarded. It's literally as simple as that. Do I get rewarded? Can I have a reward?
What would you like? Coffee.
All right.
How does your missus put up with you? Must be my legendary prowess as a lover.
It was worth a shot, wasn't it, guys? Yes, I'll have a fresh coffee. That's very kind of you. So that's it. That's me done for the week. I'll just potter on. Drop your comments below. I'm always interested in what you have to say. And for the weekend, if you haven't seen it already, I'll discuss targets, things like that. So do drop in your comments your thoughts, and I'll try and bring it up in the Coffee with Scruff session. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.